Alright, so I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what goes on when I'm actually writing this music that you're going to hear in that year. So this is where the magic happens. Not over here, over there. It's where the magic happens. Music magic. So here's kind of my station. I've got, the keyboard from the 80s that has the amazing sounds. But for now we'll just go with the regular one. So I usually start writing music over here. A lot of the times I'll just be walking around campus and sort of hear a melody in my head, and that's kind of where I came across the melody you'll hear in the prologue to that year. So I originally heard that and then came to the piano and it's like, okay, so I hear this, okay, I hear it down here, and I just put it into the piano and then just play with it for a while, see how I can, manipulate the melody, change some things, add some more harmonies, and eventually just came up with what you'll hear in the prologue. With this program, which I'm using, which is Sibelius, it actually just puts everything that I play over here into the computer. And in fact, it just did that without even me meaning to do anything. So the music gets put in as notation, and I'm just going to hit edit undo about 30 times right now. Okay, so after I've played things on the piano for a bit, I start to input it to the computer with the various notation. And what I did for this piece is we have our string section down here. And a lot of the parts about writing string music is you have to write in articulations and all these extra little lines and markings you see. That's kind of the extra stuff that you really have to think about. And then we have our two horns and then the oboe melody up on top. And so you put this in through the piano, and this program actually plays back everything so you can hear what you just wrote. So I'll give you a little sample of how this sounds. Let's get an A, and then we'll just start running through some stuff. The song That Year always stuck out to me. I'm not sure why. It just seems it seemed to be one of our songs that really rocked the hardest. That every time we played it, there was something consistent about that song that really rocked. And there are a lot of good possibilities in that song for some good string moments. As soon as I started thinking about it, I could hear some of the string parts in my head. Okay, so we'll get some levels. So let's just look at the prologue. The bar one can change. So this is measured. Right. What's that? You're talking about bar one? Yeah. Yeah, that's just going to be bar one's just going to be a whole, and then first violins come in on beat 4, so we'll do that. And then we're in on bar 2. Okay, does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
And what is that? Let's measure 17. Okay, we're going to pick up just a tiny bit, just a little bit more motion there. But as far as actually writing music, I'm trained to write, classically. I've taken, 2 years of theory classes in school and ear training and all that, and I haven't really gotten a great opportunity to actually use that, to actually put that into a project. So I did take a composition class, or an orchestration class last year, where I actually learned about how to write for every instrument, the ranges of each instrument, and how to notate and how each instrument transposes. So I was really excited to, first off, just be able to use that skill and put together, a piece. And so I was really excited to share it with the guys, that it was something that was going to be new to them, and it was kind of a new thing for me too. This is the first time I really seriously sat down and wrote some music. There were a couple times when I was just on the podium conducting, and I just had that moment where I'm like, wow, this is stuff I wrote, and it's coming across. Like I was just up there smiling a couple times, and it was just really special, especially because everyone in that orchestra, I mean, they volunteered their time to play for us. So it was really a remarkable moment, and it's always really cool to have something that you write personally played by other people. Especially for this case, since I put a lot of time into it, it was really cool to actually hear it turn out.